KSLA presents your hometown show, featuring outstanding businesses and services in your community. Here's your host, Amanda Jobert.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us to watch your hometown show. I'm Amanda Jobert, and joining me today is one of our Focus on Health partners. I have representatives from Snell's Limbs and Braces here, Clyde, Trevor, and Rebecca. I'm going to start with you, Clyde Massey. We're talking about something that Snell's has called the NCOPE program. You send your practitioners through this program and have been for several years now.
Correct.
For people that don't know, a lot of us don't know much about limbs and braces and the training. What is NCOPE?
NCOPE is the National Commission on Orthotic and Prosthetic Education, and it has to do with basically the second half of the training and education for practitioners, those of us that see patients and actually fit them with the devices that we provide. And we have been an NCOPE residency site since the late 1990s, and there's several requirements you have to meet in order to do that. And we feel that it's part of our mission as a company to help train the next generation of practitioners in this field, if you will. And so what happens is the people go to school, they go to an accredited school in the country to learn about orthotics and prosthetics. And then after graduation from that, they can go somewhere and do a residency, which is kind of the real world experience part of their education. So it continues, and they do that for a year working with certified practitioners and gaining more experience in orthotics and prosthetics. Yeah. We start off with pretty heavy supervision of those people, and then as they work their way through the residency, they gain more independence. So by the time they come out and they're ready to sit for their board exams, they're more independent practitioners and have had the patient care experience to help them make decisions about what's best for those patients.
And you actually have two people here today that work for Snell's. Trevor Johnson, you completed the program.
Yes.
All right, tell me about this. Tell me about the experience and what you brought to the table with it.
Oh, goodness. Basically, like Clyde was saying, they start you out pretty slow, focus on more of the technical stuff, a lot of the hand skills in the back, making the devices.
Yeah.
Shadowing at first, and a few months into it, that's when they really start cutting you loose, letting you see more patients on your own, or at least directing how things go.
So we may not realize when we go to Snell's to be fitted for a limb or a brace, when we go to get input, even if it's diabetic shoes, you've been trained. You've gone to school, you've studied,
Correct.
You know exactly how to answer our questions, and you know what we need to know.
That's correct.
All right, and Rebecca Van Gessel, you actually are about to go to continue your studies.
Yes, ma'am. I just finished the orthotics program at Northwestern University in Chicago, and I'll be starting my residency soon, but I also just started the prosthetics program, which is 5 months online and then 3 months in Chicago, and I'll be finishing prosthetics in March.
All right, now Clyde, when you send your employees to this NCOPE training, what does it teach to allow them to help us as people that are coming to you as the consumers, as your clients?
Well, again, it's real world experience. There's a limited amount of patient involvement that the students get when they're in school. So by doing a residency, they come back out and they work with a practitioner who has a lot of experience. And they see just lots of patients with similar problems, and that teaches them how to make decisions with gaining that experience working with lots of different patients.
You're probably also keeping up with cutting edge product releases.
That's correct. Once they have completed their residency and taken their board exams to get their certification, we're required to attend continuing education courses in order to maintain that certification. So we have to keep up to date and keep up with what's new and be informed about that.
All right, of course Snell's has been here in the area for how many years? Over 100 years now.
Well, our company's over 100 years old. We've been in the Shreveport area since probably the 40s.
Sure.
So.
You have the location right on Line Avenue near here. You have
Correct.
one on Uri Drive.
Uri Drive. We have one in Monroe and one in Alexandria.
All right, and people out there that have not been, if they find themselves in need of a limb, a brace, you carry diabetic shoes.
Correct.
We can just call if we want to come out and see you. We don't have to necessarily have a referral.
That's correct. Everything we do is by physician prescription, but we can evaluate you and you know, to start and kind of see where we need to go.
All right, and so some of us are probably going to be coming. We'll see Trevor, we'll see Rebecca. Best of luck on the studies, Rebecca.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for being here. Clyde, if you are a Focus on Health partner, so we can, of course, go to ksla.com and click on Health to get to Snell's page.
Yes.
If we want to call you for more information, how can we do so?
Our phone number is 318-424-4167. You can also look up our website, which is snellsondp.com. If you're interested more on the residency site, you can go to their site, which is ncope.org.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Clyde, Trevor, Rebecca. It's great to have you all from Snell's.
Thanks.
Thank you.